I've had some lovely guys, and then some not so. The others, I think they were just young. I don't think they're bad people. I don't even think this last one is a bad person. I just think he's not.
You don't think he's a bad person?
He has.
I do.
He has.
Me too.
I don't know.
He committed identity fraud?
Do you know?
With his mum?
Premeditated.
And it made you move to Australia for 6 weeks.
Plan to use you.
I'm gonna
be friends with his ex. Sorry. When it's not.
Like, I don't
know if he's bad or he's just unwell. You know, I know he had borderline personality disorder. I know when I got with him, he was severely anorexic. He had a lot of demons that I tried to help him with. And equally, I'm not going to lie, he helped me with mine. So that's why I don't know if he's bad or if he was just, he couldn't stand the thought of me leaving
Did
him.
you know there was demons, like, early on?
When we were friends, no.
No, but when you started dating him, you kind of saw a couple red flags early on.
Oh, yeah. When it started interfering with my work,
So I'm assuming that, like, you have guy friends that I'm sure would date you, right? Like,
yes.
Come on, yeah. I mean,
yes.
she's a pretty girl, yeah.
Yes.
So what made you go with, like, the toxic guy over the nice guy?
It was exciting.
What?
It was exciting. Do you know what? I will be so honest about this.
No, I appreciate the honesty.
And I think this is when my growth period happened. Before him, I always wanted to be that girl that could be taken care of, be driven around in a nice car, taken out to nice meals, bought nice bags, nice jewelry. Because I never had a guy that did that until my ex. He did all of that for me. And until I found myself sitting in that Benz with the heated seats, I was like, I'm really unhappy. Because this man does not love himself enough to be with me. He doesn't know who he is. He's unhappy. He takes it out on me because he's not secure within himself. And now I drive around in my little Toyota Yaris and I'm just like, you know what? This is all I need. I'm happy now. I'm good. I can't remember your question now. Sorry.
So you almost put up with more because he was rich?
I think it was more... I think at the beginning that enticed me, but it wasn't that. I actually loved him. 100%. I loved him.
You didn't love him.
I did love him.
We were best friends. You just said it was because of, like, the cars and
it enticed me.
Yeah, okay.
It enticed me, but he didn't maintain me. I financed myself. He tried to buy me a car. I said no. He tried to invest in my business. I said no. He tried to buy me a phone. I said no, because even back then I was aware that if we break up, you're going to turn around and say, "Give me that back now." I don't want to ever be in that position. So no. It enticed me that he could take care of himself. He had all these things. It inspired me. I'm not a gold digger. Otherwise, I would have accepted all those things he offered me. It was more, I was inspired by his lifestyle. I wanted that for myself. That's what I'm trying to build.
Inspired by his life? What does that mean?
He could drive that car. He owned that car. He's younger than me. I'm like, wow, I want that.
Okay. So I'm just confused because it kind of is like you're saying the same thing.
Okay.
You just wanted, like, the hey life. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not faulting you for it.
No,
I'm just
you're
asking,
fine.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay. So what about you guys? Have you guys ever dated a toxic guy? Anyone? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Yeah, raise her. No? Kind of?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, when I look back on it, I'm like, was it really toxic or did I just not know myself? Was I just not secure in myself? And I think also the word toxic is thrown around so much. And, sometimes when you're talking with your friends and they're just like, oh, that's so toxic. But looking back, I'm thinking we were both young. He was just doing him and I was just so like, I won't say it was toxic. Maybe on my behalf, I had an unhealthy attachment. But I looking back on it, I wouldn't say he was toxic.
Okay, so you don't think he was toxic? Okay. And what about you?
Mine was 100,000% toxic.
I just came to the realization as I was saying that out loud that he wasn't toxic.
Okay, I was just like toxic, not I don't know.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. I think maybe I was the opposite. In my head, I was trying to make it seem like he wasn't. And I would always defend him. Like, I'd be out here defending him to everyone, my parents, like my whole family, my friends, even to him, like his family, his friends. I'm like, no, this is the guy for me. Even to myself, like, I become so deluded because I was so in love. But I feel like, again, this love bombing phase in the beginning, like maybe I grew attached and fell in love with someone that doesn't actually exist. But yeah, it was just the regular things of just being unfaithful. Maybe he just couldn't commit and he wasn't the guy for me. But for someone else, it may not be deemed toxic. But for me, when I'm with someone, I'm very tunnel vision. So if they're not the same, like
What
Yeah.
what type of toxic things did he do?
there was a few. There was just loads of messages. He would just go hot and cold, like days, weeks, no communication. I was with him.
So you were dating him and he didn't talk to you for weeks?
Yeah. He would just disappear and be like, oh, I just don't want to talk. Or he'd send little messages like, oh, I just don't want to talk. And I'd be like, okay. When people go through things, I'm someone that I give you space. I'm not needy. I don't need to be talking to you 24/7. You have your space. But then it became a regular thing. And I was like, either there's something wrong with you or there's something up here. And I'm a big communicator. So if you can't talk to me about stuff, fine, whatever. But I will try. But, you know, in the end, I won't bug you. I found condom wrappers just chilling, and I was doing the laundry, you know, being that good housewife, and it was just a lot. And I'd say it was quite damaging, but at the same time, you learn from it. You learn what you don't want.
And how old were you guys when you dated the toxic guy?
Only recently, so 19, 20, 21.
Oh, so you're 21 when you dated him. Okay.
That was only like 8 months ago.
Okay. And then how many years were you guys with him?
Together solidly about a year and a bit, and then on and off, I'd say 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
A year and a bit.
A year and a bit.
But we were really close friends for 2 years before that. So
Okay. And I'm curious, did you guys ever, you said you caught him cheating? Yes? Yeah.
Not in the act, but yeah.
Yeah.
More or
You
less.
caught him cheating?
I don't think he ever cheated on me, but then I don't know at the same time anymore. There's so much that I just didn't know. I don't want to get into that.
Okay. No worries. When you caught him cheating, did you stay or did you leave?
I left,
Okay.
but went back shortly after.
Oh.
And back and forth. I left the house and then went back and forth and back and forth. But yeah, it's not a good cycle to be in, 100%.
Okay. Would any of you guys be open to dating a guy that it's closed on your end but open on his, where he would sleep with other girls?
No.
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 Ew.
Not that I know about it.
But you might. You might.
Hell to
It depends.
It depends.
It depends. Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
No.
No.
So I'm going to tweak it a little bit.
Okay.
So for me, it's dating to marriage, and it's not really dating is in a sense of how you guys would see it. It would be, we want to get married. He'd be talking to my mom and my dad, my brothers, getting to know me with the male family members involved. So I wouldn't. Sorry, I forgot the question.
Is it catching? I hope it's not catching. Is it catching?
You're staring at me.
I was just asking if you would ever be open to dating a guy where he's able to cheat, but you're not, basically.
So we would be married, and if he wanted another wife, where I am now, with the mindset that I have now, I wouldn't mind if he had another wife.
But this is not another wife. This is being unfaithful.
But I'm not. I don't date men.
Yeah. So
Do you see what I'm? So that's why I said the tweaking.
Yeah.
I don't have a boyfriend, and I won't have a boyfriend because I'm a Muslim woman. We don't.
Oh, you don't.
That's
date.
that's strictly forbidden.
So would you be okay with your husband sleeping around with loads of different women then? I guess that's the tweak, not necessarily having one wife. It would be sleeping with loads of other women.
No, she said she'd be
haram.
alright. She said
It's
she'd be alright.
haram.
with
So
it.
no.
So
No.
But no, she said that she be happy with her husband having another wife.
Yeah.
Not a side piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you'd be okay with two wives. Who would be okay with a second wife? Anyone?
No.
No.
Do you know what?
She's like, hell no.
I think she does everything except the bedroom. I'll be happy. I would.
So you said no.
Hell no.
What about if it was just like casual stuff and then you're the main girl?
No. Why are you ranking who's casual and who's
Yeah.
It's either one or none. Simple.
I feel like it's become too normalized. Like people who believe in polygamy need to stay with them people. They can't try and convert the people who want monogamy in life, but they do, and that's where this toxic stuff happens. But yeah.